Alright, so this week in Ireland has been its usual unique self. Now, before we even get into the video, I want to say a big belated happy Father's Day to every single one of you that are actually fathers. I got this lovely glass off my daughter, so cheers. And now, what's the crack? Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Adam Redmond. Do me a big favour and hit that subscribe button. Also, for all you watching, if you're only new to the channel or if you've been here a long time, do me a favour and drop a like in the video, because it really lets me know whether you're enjoying the videos or not, which is kind of self-explanatory. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below. As you all know, more than happy to have a conversation with anyone that wants it. But of course, you all already know that, because every single one of you always get a reply. If you want to go and support me as a creator, patreon.com/Adam Redmond, and you'll be doing me a solid favour, or just click the top link in the description. And now, finally, to start us off, I want to show you a clip that I was sent in by Brian Gillen on Instagram of his mate being an absolute numpty, which I'm going to call him Numpty of the Week. I have no idea where he got them trampoline stilts, but I would absolutely love a pair if anyone can tell me where he got them. So as I said, Numpty of the Week. If anyone wants to send me in videos of themselves or their mates being absolute numpties, go ahead and do that. It's at Adam Redmond Insta. As you can see, the handle is somewhere at the bottom. Rattling O'Brien Island off coast of Donegal goes on market for just 75 grand, and it comes with 2 cottages. Like, what an absolute bargain. 75k wouldn't even get you a 1-bedroom apartment in the centre of Dublin. Cottages which boast 6 bedrooms measure more than 2,550 square feet are on Rattling O'Brien Island, approximately 3 nautical miles off the mainland at Malin Despite needing some love and attention, the entire plot with breathtaking views is on the market for a jaw-dropping 75 grand. And on top of that, it also comes with 7 acres of land. But although, as you can see from the pictures, that it's an absolutely gorgeous place, can you imagine how shitty of a place that'd be in the slightest bit of bad weather? But honestly, that's actually legit. If anyone has 75 grand in their back pocket and wants to go and buy a property, there you go, look it up and you will find it. In the Gael TD, Alan Farrell called on the Department of Finance to tackle rising insurance costs as he pushed for whiplash payout. Oh, what a contrast. What is the story with Fine Gael TDs and fake claims? A couple of weeks ago we had Maria Bailey, who didn't know how to use a fucking swing at the ripe age of like 54. And now we have this absolute tosspot falsely claiming for whiplash. Take a look at this picture, for example. There you go, Alan. Climb that ladder with your crippling whiplash, not a bother to you. Irish Sun further revealed Farrell, 41, took part in a football match within an 18-month window. He said his injuries continued to flare up. Like, surely if you're going to put in a claim for back injuries and shoulder injuries and basically just whiplash overall, you're surely smart enough not to post a picture at your football match. Bizarre list of items says that Irish airports include antelope's head, walrus tusk, wildcat's teeth, machetes and samurai swords. Don't know about all of you watching, but when I go on holidays, I either bring back a magnet or a stick of rock, and sometimes even 2 of them if I'm feeling extra risky. Discoveries by customs officials have come as smugglers have been targeted at vital points of entry, which I would presume means the front door. A knife, an ornamental box and a statue of lions, all made from ivory and from Namibia, were among other illegal imports seized since January. As well as exotic confiscations, there were weapons including guns, tasers, machetes and samurai swords, ammunition, food and even car parts taken from travellers since the start of last year. I know that they're saying guns, tasers and machetes and other things like that are being confiscated coming through the airport, but I'm wondering how many of them are they actually missing in people's suitcases? Like, what's the success rate of actually finding these objects in people's luggage? Officials says the necklace from Nigeria made of hippopotamus ivory, 37 crocodile or alligator teeth from the USA, 89 dried insects from Cameroon and 2 boxes of birds' nests from Malaysia. I understand that there's collectors out there and there's a market for these things, but honestly, what is the point in this? Like, honestly, why does anybody need it? I get it, maybe I kind of get it. If it's just a black magic, I kind of understand, but if it's just sitting on a fucking shelf on your wall as a trophy yoke, what's the point in it, honestly? Government set to splash out 160 grand for fitness instructor despite Oireachtas gym visited just 394 times last year. So the 160 grand is expected to be paid over the space of 4 years. What they're looking for is a gym instructor to work full time in the place and basically earn 40 grand a year, which actually doesn't sound like that much when you think about it. So obviously, as everybody knows, there are 365 days in a year, and out of them 365 days the gym was only visited 394 times, which is absolutely scary. Scandalous! I don't know why I just done that. Fianna Fáil deputy Timmy Dooley suggested TDs and senators should pay a membership fee for the Oireachtas gym rather than getting the taxpayer to foot the bill. He said to avoid the perception of the Oireachtas being seen to be looking after itself, users should make a small contribution. So this deputy Timmy Dooley isn't saying that we should all pay for it because we have enough money as it is. He's actually saying we should pay for it so that in the eyes of the public we're not seen as looking after ourselves. So it's not even a genuine reason. He just doesn't want to come off as something that he actually is. Dublin School reassures junior seat students they won't lose exam marks after Pigeon deposited on their exams. So basically the junior seat exam was going on and religion was in process when a pigeon made its way into the school hall. Obviously got nervous because it was stuck in a hall and started shitting and pissing all over the place. So students were being shit on, tests were being shit on, and anyways it was just chaos, and all the students were reassured they're not going to lose marks if they're shit on the actual exam papers. Junior seat notice: if the pigeon remains in the exam hall tomorrow, the German exam will be moved to the study. The candidates today whose religion papers were deposited upon by the pigeon will not lose marks for poor presentation. One person said, sure it wasn't the Holy Spirit overseeing proceedings. While another person said, the pigeon is clearly an atheist. That's so funny. The school then tweeted that the pigeon had left the building before wishing it a long and happy summer. Woohoo! That's good news, or should I say, woohoo! That was an even worse joke than the other two plebs. Here's a story that's not a major story. You're not going to be like, oh, I'm glad I know that. But for all of you that are like me and love a bit of cliff jumping or sea swimming, here's a story for you. Potentially lethal giant jellyfish spotted in waters at Sandy Cove Beach in Dublin has warning issued to swimmers. Now that's a familiar title because this happens pretty much every year. I can remember last year going cliff jumping and actually spotting a couple of these bastards in the water. Here's a picture here. The jellyfish is called the lion's mane, and believe it or not, let me read you this. The jellyfish, which average 8 feet in diameter, can have tentacles up to 150 feet long, may cause medical complications. So that's a little bit of an over exaggeration by the Irish Sun in this article, because I actually went and googled it, and the largest one ever recorded reached up to 120 foot long, which is absolutely just fucking mental as it is. So if you're jumping in the water, it doesn't even matter if you can see it. This thing can be 120 feet away and their tentacles can still sting you. If stung and suffer any serious symptoms including nausea, vomiting or respiratory distress, you should seek medical attention immediately. There you go. If you're stung with one of these, go to the fucking doctors or the hospital ASAP. Well, that's providing you don't die in the water when you're stung in the first place. Garda launched investigation after cash and transit robbery in Kinnegad, County Westmeath. Two men, one armed with an iron bar, set upon a man in his early 50s and took a cash box from him. Two absolute scorebags. Anyway, they got away in a car and I don't think they're going to be caught, but I said it a couple of weeks ago what's going to be next, whether it be an ATM robbery or a cash and transit robbery. So there we go. Cash and transit robberies are back in fashion. Cops recover 8k worth of cosmetics after North Dublin pharmacy robbed. Guardian Sentry pounced on the property in Crumlin where they discovered the stolen goods. So there's not really much to say in this story other than that they robbed the stuff out of the pharmacy. I don't know whether it was at night time or whether they actually walked in, filling their pockets, but it seems like a lot of stuff to try and stuff into your Columbia jacket. But anyways, this is the picture there. As you can see, it just looks like every second stall out in Fairy House Market. Now for the last thing of the day, the title and thumbnail of the video, and probably the reason maybe 10% of you have actually clicked into the video. Found a member of Dublin's Pride celebration not attending 2019 event over Garda taking part in parade. Queer Action Ireland says the inclusion of such groups takes away from the fundamental reasons for LGBTQ Pride parades worldwide, which is to remember, celebrate and continue to fight for rights. Fight for rights, that word fight, like literally any excuse for an argument, and I know I'm going to have people telling me otherwise down the comments, so walk away. I'm more than happy to have a conversation about this with every single one of you. I'm not saying anyone shouldn't go to Dublin Pride. I understand why people go, but today's celebration has become a cheap opportunity for businesses to promote themselves. I agree with that part. And for state bodies to give an appearance of inclusivity without having to do anything very substantial. Having the guards being present at every single parade since it started to make sure everything is ran smoothly. I may be wrong in this, but please do feel free to correct me. There's a checkered history between Garda and Dublin Pride. For years I was liaising with the Garda, and the truth is we weren't treated very respectfully. We never got the policing we asked for. Yeah, maybe you never got the policing that you asked for, because maybe the policing that you asked for wasn't the policing that you actually needed. I have no objection of members of the Garda taking part in a personal capacity, but we've forgotten what Pride is supposed to be about. It's about resistance and solidarity. Resistance and solidarity from what? From the Garda taking part in the parade? How does it make any sense not to have guards in uniform take part in the parade? I can't see it in a negative form whatsoever. The participation of Garda in uniform in this year's parade is in direct opposition to liberatory principles of Pride. The police continue to target LGBTQ plus people, sex workers, migrant and other ethnic minority people in Ireland today. On that note, what do you mean by sex workers? What have sex workers got to do with Pride? Like, as everybody knows, sex work in Ireland is currently illegal, so what's the problem with guards targeting sex workers? Also on that note, what have migrants and other ethnic minority groups got to do with Pride? I'll tell you what they have to do with Pride. What are the other ethnic minority groups in Ireland? Do you think Muslim? Is there a Muslim parade? No, there's not. Is there a black parade for black people? No, there is not. Is there a traveller parade for travellers? No, there's most fucking definitely not. Now, I'm not disagreeing with Pride, but I'm saying, what is the difference in all the other ethnic minority groups that don't have parades? Honestly, you're fighting for equality and you're fighting for inclusion and stuff, but yet you're willing to exclude the Garda from your little thing. Man, it just doesn't make sense. It's just some absolute wanker looking for an argument where there's no argument needed. As far as I've seen, you have all gotten equality and it is far better now than it is before, so doing this and fucking boycotting the parade because guards are being included is a massive step in the wrong direction for your whole community. Going back to the actual article, just this week Garda have arrested migrant sex workers on both sides of the country. Wow, they arrested migrant sex workers. Sex work is illegal in Ireland, so what's wrong with them being arrested? I'm not saying I agree with them being arrested, but if it is the fucking law, just stick by the law and you won't have any problems. Do I feel like the law should be changed regarding sex work? Yeah, absolutely. I do feel like prostitution should be legal. That's not saying I'm gonna fucking avail of the services, of course I wouldn't, but I do think prostitution and sex work in general should be legal. Now that's gonna be from today. Thank you very much for watching this video. Before the video ends, I understand that the last couple of minutes may be a little bit controversial. Everything I've said is something I believe in, it's my opinion or it's my view. If you disagree with that, that is absolutely fine. Feel free to tell me what I said wrong down in the comments. Like I said, feel free to leave a comment down below, see if you can change my mind on something, tell me if I'm wrong about something, let's have a conversation. Do me a massive favour, drop a like in the video, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Adam Redmond Insta, feel free to support me on Patreon, which is patreon.com/Adam Redmond. That was a mouthful. So, thanks for watching, that's gonna be all from today, thank you very much, see you later, goodbye.